Hi, today I'm reviewing the Ordinary's Mineral UV Filters SPF 30 with antioxidants. And today's video is brought to you by... Hi guys, this is Sarah from No BS Beauty, and I just want to remind you that I purchase all the products I review with my own money, and I'm now proud to offer these airless jars. And any support of purchase of the airless jars go to help keep the No BS Beauty channel independent. And if you're interested, there's more information in the video description box below. Thank you so much, guys. So, The Ordinary had promised to come out with sun care earlier this year, hopefully by summer, and part of it came true, and summer's halfway over if you're in the US. So they got about half of their sun care products released, and I'm still highly anticipating the other ones, but I thought I would pick this one up with SPF 30 being the gold standard. I thought, you know, this might be a good one worth trying out. And the ingredient list did look highly impressive. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. And my first criteria is packaging. And The Ordinary's done a nice job of packaging this sunscreen in a opaque squeeze tube bottle, which is good to protect those antioxidants that they've included, because they have included an impressive list of them. So they've done a nice job packaging this in a opaque squeeze tube, so it protects them. So they get a thumb up for that criteria. My second criteria is alcohol, and this one does not contain any denatured alcohol. My third criteria is fragrance, and this is fragrance-free and has no scent. Sometimes sunscreens have like a chemical scent to them if they're chemical-based. This one's mineral-based, so it has no scent at all, so that's a good thing. My fourth criteria is manufacturing location, and this is made in Canada. I was reading on their website, Deciem's website, that all of their products are manufactured in their, I think it's Health Canada's required manufacturing location, so they've inspected it, I believe. So that's why I was looking on the tube to see where it was made, and I couldn't find anything, so I looked on their website. So it's nice to know that all of their products are made there. So they get a thumb up for that. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and this one is relatively easy to use. It is zinc oxide, and a lot of people ask the percentages. Zinc oxide 14.03% and titanium dioxide 5.44%. So some people are interested in that or have sensitivity to one or the other. So, but it's very easy to use. It does take a few minutes to fully absorb and smooth into skin, because as you can see, it's pretty white because of kind of that combination. So if you rub it in completely, eventually that white cast will disappear for the most part. But it is a little tricky. It does take a little bit of finesse and patience to use because it is the mineral sunscreen, and sometimes some of them can have a little bit of a white cast, and this one has a minimal one after you fully apply it. But how I've been using it is I'll apply this on top of my morning skincare products, and after I apply this and smooth it over, I'll give it about 5 minutes or so to fully absorb. There's kind of a technique to using sunscreen in layers. So because anything that's applied after the sunscreen can kind of deteriorate or lessen the effectiveness of it, and really the only good way to prevent that as much as you can is to give each layer a good 5 minutes to absorb. And then if you apply a foundation over it, it will probably affect the sunscreen a little bit, but if you've allowed it to absorb, it'll minimize the amount. And also using a foundation as a little bit of a sunscreen as a boost is not always a bad thing. So you can see at the end of the video, it'll probably absorb a little bit longer, but there is still a little bit of a white cast. So it's a more affordable sunscreen, so it's a little bit less elegant than some other more expensive sunscreens. But like I said, if you're going to use a foundation on top of it, you're not going to be having as much of an issue to it as if you're just applying this and going. So on to number 6, which is antioxidants. And this is an impressive formula, I must say. They have many good antioxidants in here. They've got sunflower oil. They also have an ingredient that I really was unfamiliar with. I'm going to try and pronounce it. It's Astaxanthin. It's a keto carotenoid, and it's been shown to be a very good antioxidant. It can kind of even rival the effectiveness of vitamin C as an antioxidant. And I haven't seen it in quite a lot of it. I haven't seen it in a lot of formulas before, so it's really the first time I've done a little bit of digging on that. But it's very promising antioxidant, and there's some companies that are already using it. And I expect to probably see more of that, but it's very good for your skin, almost as good, if not better, than vitamin C. So it's a very good antioxidant. So they've included that one, and even there's so many antioxidants in here. So, and that Astaxanthin also has shown promise to assist with blocking of some of the UV rays. So the fact that they've done their homework and included that in this is very impressive. And also, let me just go on this. They've included a lot of other antioxidants in here: linoleic acid, palmitic acid, what is it also? Arginine, valine. It's got a lot of good ingredients. Urea is also in there, valine. Tasmania fruit leaf extract, which I think is like a pepperberry, is also shown to be a good ingredient as well. So it's an impressive formula, just to say the least. So they've done their homework on my number 6 criteria. My number 7 criteria is animal testing, and the Ordinary is cruelty-free. And actually, I read on their website again a little bit more. They've pretty much stated that they're not going to sell in mainland China unless the animal testing requirements are ever lifted. So they're committed to remaining cruelty-free, which is awesome to see that. So many companies want a little bit more money, and China offers a lot more economic resources selling there. So sometimes they compromise on their values. So it's nice to see that the Ordinary hasn't done that. So, and on to number 8, which is performance. And this is where I had some issues with it because it is a little bit more emollient than some. It has a tendency to, and it's not even oily, but to be a little over hydrating. So depending on which foundation you use. Yesterday I used it with the, which foundation I use it with? I'm trying to remember. It was a long day. I used it with the, it was the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done foundation, and near the end of the day, my skin just looked too hydrated, a little bit oily. So if you pair with a good foundation, and then 2 days ago I tried it with the Bare Minerals Bare Pro, and I didn't have any issues. So just beware. If you use it with a more mattifying foundation, you're going to have, or a long wear foundation, you're going to have better luck with it, just because it does have some hydrating ingredients in it. But if you use it with a too emollient of a foundation, you're not going to have as good of results. So that's why the performance is a little bit mixed. So if you don't wear a long wear foundation and you wear a foundation that's more hydrating or emollient, I recommend using a mattifying primer underneath the sunscreen, and I think that will help it wear a little bit longer. So the performance only wear it was just touch and go, just depending on different foundations. So once you find a good one that works, it's well worth it. On to number 9, which is price, and this is the full size, which is 1.7 ounces, 50 milliliters, and it's $9.70, which is an awesome deal. You can't even buy a drugstore foundation for that much. And with the impressive amount of antioxidants you get with this, it's definitely worth checking out. And on a side note, I think I'm going to have a lot of luck wearing this in the winter because my skin can get so dry, and this being a little bit more hydrating or emollient than other sunscreens, I think I'm going to have a lot better luck with that. And then on to number 10, which is the It Factor. And I didn't give it the It Factor solely because of the white cast, and there's not much they can do about that, especially with the physical sunscreens or mineral sunscreens. So it is a little bit of a disappointment that you have to wear it with a foundation or just stand the white cast. So if it were a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, I probably would have given it the It Factor, but this has a lot of good things going for it. So overall, this got an 8 out of 10, which is awesome for a sunscreen that's actually affordable. I mean, there's so many other ones at stores that are $70 or more dollars, so it's nice to see one that's affordable and contains antioxidants and no fragrance and alcohol-free. So definitely worth checking out in my opinion. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try this one out yet or not, and if so, what your thoughts were. So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. I come with at least one new review every day. And check out nobsbeauty.net and the Amazon link below. Thank you so much, guys.